Ben Hogan is regarded as one of the best golfers of all time with 9 major championship wins. Now, Ben Hogan has been making irons since 1950, and in my hands I have the Ben Hogan PTx Tour irons. Now, this is a 2024 model, but what's interesting about this is there's 3 different iron constructions through the whole range. So this could quite possibly be the best combo set of 2024. So let's find out. Okay, so we're going to dive into the looks and feel. Now, in the looks department, they are incredibly good looking. All the way through the set, from wedge to 4 iron, sorry. They're all beautiful. They're really good looking clubs. Now, there are multiple constructions throughout the set, which is going to give you the consistency and forgiveness into those longer irons as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now hit one with each different construction. So I'll hit one with the 9 iron, 8 iron, 6 iron and 5 iron as well. So I've got a 6 iron in hand, so start there. It's a nice kind of compact looking head. The top line isn't too thin, isn't too thick. It just looks great. It really does have that classic Ben Hogan look to it. I used to have a set of Apexes when I was younger, and it just brings back fond memories of that. So I'm quite excited to hit this and see how we go. Well, that feels great. Oh yeah, just 10 feet, that works. But it feels great. The ball flight's great. There's a little forgiveness in there as well. I probably caught that one a little bit low, as it did try and climb on me a little bit, but I mean, the result speaks for itself. That was great. All right, so up next, I'm gonna hit the 5 iron. Now, this is the most forgiving construction, obviously going into those longer irons. I mean, if it's anything like the last shot, we should be quite good. Now, this should probably go a little bit further, so I might try and take some off it. But again, it just looks great at address. Oh, that just feels so good. Oh, even better. Just took a little off it and it's even closer than the last one. But I have to say, I'm so far really impressed, especially with the ease in those longer irons. Yeah, stunning. All right, so I'm stepping into the 7 iron now. Now, this has got a little bit more forgiveness than the pitching wedge and 9. So if you do catch it a little bit low or you mishit it ever so slightly, you've got a little bit of forgiveness to kind of help you out in there as well. So let's give it a whack. Let's see how we go. You just can't fault the shape. It's so compact. It's nice to look at. Put it forward in the stance. Let's see if we can get there. Oh, it just sounds so good. Short as expected, but you can definitely see a little higher kind of trajectory. Feels great, sounds great, looks great, but yeah, I'm excited to hit the next ones. All right, up next is the 9 iron. Now, this is arguably one of the best looking 9 irons I've had my hands on. It reminds me of that classic Hogan blade. It's got that kind of compact shape, nice leading edge, and a really nice top line as well. So let's give it a hit. Oh, I hit the middle of the face, that's nice. Quite high though, but it feels amazing. Yeah, a little short, climbed on the wind. But sounds great, feels great, and the acoustics when it comes off, when you hit it out the middle, oh, it's like butter. All right, so we're going to dive into the tech. Now, we're going to start in the longer irons. Now, I did say there are different iron constructions through the range, so we're going to start off with the 4 and 5. Now, what you have here is a 1025 carbon steel face and body. Now, inside you have foam, which is going to give you great feel, and then also with it being a hollow body design, it's going to give you more forgiveness, especially more ball speed as well. You've also got tungsten weighting in there as well, which is going to give you better stability and more forgiveness on those mishits as well. So they're really just going to help you hit better shots in the longer irons with great feel as well. All right, moving into the 6 iron. Now, this doesn't have any internal weighting like the longer irons do. Obviously they have tungsten. This is already precision tuned, so it sits in perfectly between the 7 and the 5 iron. bridging that gap between the scoring irons and those forgiving long irons. Right, moving into the 7 and 8 iron. Now what we have here is, again, a 3-piece construction, just like the 6 iron, but what you've got is the 10-25 carbon face and body, but inside sits a titanium insert. Now what that does is it adds that little bit of forgiveness, and it also prevents the ball from ballooning up. So you're not going to see any excessive spin or any rising. It's going to give you a nice consistent ball flight in these irons. All right, now moving into the 9 iron and pitching wedge, and as you can see, these look great, and that's because they are forged from a 10-25 1-piece carbon steel. So they're designed for precision shot making, and that's exactly what you can do with these. The playability in these are going to give you that ability to hit pretty much whatever shot you like with precision, and you're going to get great spin and stopping power with these irons as well. All right, now what's great about these irons as well is the enhanced V-sole. Now, after hitting a couple shots, I can already vouch for this. What you have is a high bounce leading edge, and then you have a low bounce kind of softer trail edge. It just allows the club to get through the turf really easily, and I can say from experience and first-hand use, it does that. It just cuts through the ground really easily. So if you do maybe catch one slightly heavy, you know, the divot patterns, you can see they're always quite shallow. They're not too steep. So it really will help you kind of prevent a little bit of digging as well with that sole design. Okay, so we've got the flight scope out. We've got about 220 yards, 4 iron in hand. We're gonna see what numbers we can get moving through the bag. So I'm gonna hit 4, 6, 8 and wedge and give you some data on those shots. So we're down here on the 14th, down here at the Dukes, and it's a lovely day. It's a bit cold, but we're gonna see how we get on. So 4 iron up first. So yeah, let's try and get close to the pin or hit the green. That's a pretty nice shot. Straight over the green. Just shows you the ball speed that you get off these, like even in the longer irons, it really jumps, but oh, that feels amazing, especially in those longer irons. All right, up next we have the 6 iron. So just moved a little bit forward. See what numbers we get. That wind is coming in off the sea, which is Baltic. Come right. All right, up next we have the 8 iron. It's a bit better. There we go. It's not a bad shot. That felt so nice as well. All right, so up next we have the wedge. So this is your kind of scoring range on where you'd expect to obviously get the ball close. So let's see how close we can get it. That works. Chance for birdie there. What I found interesting was the speed and the distance and the consistency as well was really impressive. 4 iron numbers, to give you an example, it was 228 through the air. Obviously with it being a little bit cooler and the wind coming off the left as well, like it was actually a pretty good shot. Obviously just went through the back of the green, but you know, if I'm hitting if you're hitting longer irons and if I'm hitting longer irons and I'm finding that the dispersion and consistency is, you know, very tight, then you're going to hit more greens with those forgiving longer irons. So I was really impressed with the 4 iron. Going down into the 6 iron, again, distances were great, really easy to hit, great feeling, great speed again. You know, we're talking 150 mile an hour ball speed and then 6,200 spin. Very, very good for a 6 iron. Nice kind of penetrating flight as well. And you can kind of see just looking around, obviously 6 iron just finished just off the green, and then when we're moving into 8 iron and then the wedge, it just shows you that, you know, when you are working into those scoring irons, you're getting closer to the hole each time, and that's the aim of the game. You know, with your longer irons, getting it obviously as close to the hole is great, but obviously getting it as close to the green is just as important. So you're obviously trying to get those scores as low as possible. But overall, 8 iron, 180 yards, and the spin again, 7,700, and then in the wedge, 8,400. So you're getting great stopping power, great control, and obviously that kind of precision and feel is just absolutely superb in those irons as well. Now I'm going to say again, I think these Ben Hogan irons are very impressive. You know, 4 different iron designs throughout the set, giving you that forgiveness and consistency. It does make it an incredible combo set. It could potentially be the ultimate combo set. But I tell you one thing, for £699 and 99 pence, these are definitely a steal. I've been James from Bunkered. We'll see you next time.